People are people, people are people. And I could really only come up with like three substantial, significant differences from my experience with dating these two different demographics. So, with that being said, here are the three differences that I have found from my personal experience between dating white men and dating black men. Every single black man that I have interacted with since like 2017 has brought up the concept of accountability in our first interaction, whether that's like a date or whether that's like through a dating app. They have brought this word up. And like I said, this has been since like 2017. So at this point in 2023, it is honestly just so played out for me. Like it is.
I'm gonna say that's cap. Ain't wasn't no man walking around here in 2017 talking about accountability unless you was 400 pounds or something. But no, they just like men, we're not talking like this. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop.
Look at her. Is she lying? Where's she looking up to the right? Yeah, I'm tired of these lies. I'm just tuning them out at this point. She said not 80%, not 90%. Every last. Did y'all hear the bias? Every last man, and she acting like she done dated hundreds. They all said something about accountability. And here's the thing. Yes, it's definitely cap real, Leo. But if they did, is that such a freaking bad thing? I thought y'all liked the man, with character and goals and morals. A man saying stuff like accountability should be a turn on, shouldn't it?
So played out for me. And the reason that I'm so burnt out on the idea, the concept, the term accountability is because in the Black community, what I have just come to ultimately realize is that holding someone accountable is code for shaming someone into a sense of inferiority and submission so that the person who is holding someone accountable can feel a sense of superiority and dominance over that other person. And to be honest, this is one of the reasons why I have at this point, I've almost exclusively been dating outside of my race because there are just so many parts of where the Black community is right now that just feel so exhausting. People, like Black people, we're so mean. We are so mean to one another and we are so judgmental. And there's just such a crabs in a barrel mentality. And it's just so exhausting. And it also feels like no matter what you do, no matter how you iterate Blackness, it's not enough. It's not acceptable. It's not good enough. You're either holding us all back or you're pushing us all forward at a rate that's faster than we want to go. Like it just feels like it's never enough.
So here's my thing. She's been dating. Ain't nobody marrying y'all, unfortunately. Are they saying now, I would rather deal with, a white guy, even though he just gonna glaze my buns, he gonna treat me. We talked about this before. He gonna gracefully glaze buns to where the Black man, it ain't so graceful. It's like abrasive. All right, y'all gonna
abrasive glazing.
Yeah, and it's gracefully when the white man do it. That's what they saying. I don't know.
Here's another thing. Check Agent 65. Check it out. A lot of times they don't even count, Caucasian brothers as a body. Y'all should be offended at this. This is sick. Monquisha up here continue to spin her twisted webs of sick hoodoo, and I'm over it. She's saying that a dude bringing up accountability, in short, is a way of him kind of putting his thumb on you, keeping you in a less than position. That is freaking stupid. A man that brings up accountability, he bound by them words himself. If he's asking you to be accountable, obviously he has had to look in the mirror first. So now both of y'all are to be accountable. But she like, nah, I don't like that. I don't like that. You trying to lead me. You trying to guide me. You too controlling. You're going to be lonely too.
Person that I'm currently dating, I can say that not one non-Black man ever even brought up the word accountability. And you know what? Actually, I take that back because there was one guy. And this is the same guy who told me on our first date that he watched Manosphere content creators and that he also agreed with a lot of the beliefs and a lot of the ideas that Kevin Samuels had. And so, I mean, there you go. There it is right there. But other than that one guy, accountability, like that word just has not come up, not once. And it's so refreshing. And just to add to this conversation, my experience with dating white men, I just haven't had an experience where I felt that that person was trying to shame me, was trying to make me feel guilt, was trying to make me feel less than or bad about my education or.
So here we go. Rest in peace to the Godfather. Here's my thing. Two things is true. Black men, the Godfather hit on this, the standards that we are held to are not parallel to any other race of man.
No.
So when you get a woman like Bonquisha here, and she's out here dating Brad and Chad, she will drop her standards. Y'all will see this woman, and the Brad that she will be out with will be out. You'll be like, what? Guy will be homely, hair on his back, all that good stuff. Y'all know. But if she gonna date a black guy, you gotta look like Morris Chestnut and be a millionaire. So there's where the problem is. So that guy with the hairy back, you damn right he gonna be treating you sweet, as opposed to this black man you trying to date that make $100K and look like Morris Chestnut. You want him to treat you like that.
Yeah. And the biggest thing, again, Kevin Samuels used to touch on, not only that, but the melanated man is the only man on the face of this freaking earth that is expected to be able to hunch like a corn star, man. It's expected of you. It's expected, all right? Brad and Chad, I don't know. I've been this color all my life. But it's my understanding that ain't expected of Brad and Chad. You know what I'm saying? Brad go in there and do his thing, whatever he do, but the melanated man, you better be shifting some furniture around. Better shift her womb around. Otherwise, it won't worth it now. You got to be rich, good looking, tall, smelling like money, and hunching like a horse.
And yeah, the net of it, Bonquisha, most of y'all women, if y'all would have the same standard as far as looks for black men, and even financially, because y'all ain't dating no 6-figure white guys. Y'all be dating average white guys. They be average financially, below average as far as making y'all thing tingle. Why wouldn't y'all settle for just an average black guy? Y'all don't even treat him with no respect, and that's your husband.
They don't count it as a body. The hoodoo is getting sicker as the days go on. They don't count, guys outside their race. If for some reason, especially white dudes as a body, they start not to count sex with condom as hunching. That ain't a body. So it's a lot of stipulations. It's a lot. That's a lot of double standards. And it's nuts. It's Bonquisha. You don't have any emotional intelligence to think you can shame a man and then think you can get a desired result. You ain't using no common sense.
Yeah. Brad and Chad, they are the OGs of telling their wives, you too big. Like they was doing this long before the internet.
Listen,
like, do I look big in this skirt? Yes. They were the OGs of that.
Brad, shout out to Brad and Chad, baby. Listen here. Brad and Chad, they out there with their wife, they getting a little big. Their wife say, hey, hon, what we doing today? Brad say, I'm chilling on the couch. You taking your tail to the gym, and he throws some Nike shoes and a yoga mat right at her face. Wow, gone now. Come back. You better come back today 2 pounds lighter, or don't come home at all.
So yeah. So these women, that's why these women, they talk this talk, they have zero success rate with Brad because how she talking, no accountability. Brad got the most accountability, especially after he glazed them buns.
Yes, you talking. Listen here. Shout out to the Caucasian brother. You may know you're dealing with the original Viking. All right.
My ambitious nature or just really about anything in general. I never had an interaction where I felt like I was being shamed. I never was told that I wasn't feminine enough. I wasn't submissive enough. Again, it just never happened. And I just have overall felt in my experience, I really want to highlight that it's my experience, but I just have felt that in dating white men, I have been dated, courted, like pursued for the person that I am and not for the idea that I could potentially present or represent. The second difference that I have noticed that is just so refreshing is that my directness is actually valued. And I'm going to use my current partner as the example because I want to give you like a concrete example. So, in the relationship I'm currently in, my partner is always encouraging me and expressing gratitude for when I am direct. And this could be being direct about where I want to go for dinner, what I want to do on date night, what type of gift I want for, like a holiday or celebration or something. He is always very of appreciative of when I am direct. And it just makes things so easy because I make the plan and he executes. And it's just that simple. And I really appreciate it because in past experiences that I have had, me being direct was seen as me being high maintenance or me being uppity or me being aggressive or me being masculine. And that just doesn't show up in the interactions that I have had in dating white men. And it's just really refreshing because, again, it goes back to that sense, that feeling of being pursued for the person that you are. Now, I do want to add this caveat because I want to be transparent and I don't really want to be biased. I mean, we all have our biases, but I do want to be really transparent with you. I have noticed that, like, at least overall, it seems that white men are kind of shy or maybe kind of like reserved. And so it almost forces your hand to be direct or to become more direct, because if you're not, it's like neither of you are really going to get what you want, or if you are, it's not going to feel like it's in a meaningful way.
Once again, white guys should be offended. She said, y'all ain't men. I got to teach them how to be. She made me talk about a particular guy.
Huh.
We off base? She ain't talking about Lumberjack. She talking about Geek Squad. All right.
Yeah.
So,
See, just she keep with the insults. And here we go. This is why we are here. Bonquisha's ill words have gone unchecked for way too freaking long. They just come here and say anything they want. And the sisterhood gonna keep it all together. Order 66. Here is my final diagnosis for today's modern woman. Today's modern woman is very well becoming the man she claims she hates. All of these modern women becoming Mr. Show me where I'm wrong. All of them, all these boss chicks. The one they come in, and that's the thing. I see it on my reels. Obviously the algorithm know what you try to see, but I see these sisters coming up saying, I just want a ninja. They want a houseman. I want to do that home, do what I say, massage my back when I get home, make me a sandwich, and give me good meat and shut up. That's what these women saying, and they ain't getting no pushback because they're like, oh, they women. Oh, that's cool. No, y'all becoming the guys y'all claim y'all hate. Good luck on this journey.
and is it safe to say that Brad, in most cases, may be intimidated or, i.e., afraid, when dealing with Bonquisha? Stereotypically, Brad watched Single by Choices and this stuff like the rest of us. I'm sure he got an idea what he think about a black woman, even though he's like, man, she's different, but I'm sure she can snap into character. So he always moving on eggshells around Bonquisha.
Here we go. What you say? Here go Agent 65. He said, this lady, I don't know, don't. Here we go, Polar Bear. Don't be using words ill. Don't say there ain't no lady. Yeah, this lady's in the chat. We ain't gonna give her lady. This Bonquisha doesn't know how confident, don't know confident white men. I agree, brother. I agree. But she said,
if you speak about a particular guy, she's not necessarily off point, but this guy you speaking of can't hold a jockstrap to the guys you throwing under the bus. So,
and to be honest, for me, that was kind of a learning curve because I I feel like I am naturally more of like a passive person. Like I'm active in my life, but I am very laid back. I'm very chill. I am very much so, what do you want to do? Like I am really that type of girl. And so that's been a learning curve for me and having to become more direct. And in a lot of cases it's been kind of irritating, that shy reserved nature. And it's been one of those things where sometimes I'm like, is this really still a thing? Like we've been doing this for this long and this is still a thing. But I will say, or maybe not, but at the same time, I really do appreciate that because it has taught me how to, again, become a more direct, more upfront person. And that has transferred into other areas of my life and has improved those areas of my life. And the last thing that I want to mention, the last difference, so to speak, that I want to mention that I'm pretty sure I've mentioned in a previous video, but just the more experiences that I have had, the more truthful this has become to me, or at least the more truthful, the more true that I see this to be. And this difference is just, there seems to be a more collective, at least with maybe younger men. I can't speak to all men, and I haven't dated all of the ages. I'm 30 years old, and I've mostly dated people within a couple of years of my own age. And so maybe it's just like that age demographic. But there just seems to be more of an open-mindedness and a less restrictive, less punitive form and sense of masculinity. And I want to give you an example. Last night I went with some friends to do karaoke and it was so much fun. But anyway, there was like a big group of, I'm pretty sure they were all white guys who were all wearing flannels, which was hilarious. But they were just having a blast. They were singing together, they were taking pictures together, they were laughing together, they were dancing together. Like they were just having so much fun. And I later went on to find out I think it was like a bachelor party for like this. They were all in the Air Force. There was some event going on basically. But like, again, it goes back to just like that not so punitive, not so restrictive form of masculinity, and just the ability to open up and just to have fun. And I've seen it with every person that I've been with. Like they're open to just different things, they're open to different styles, they're open to different people. I am someone who has always been a major supporter of the LGBTQ plus community. Can't talk today. Community. And every white guy that I've dated has also been a supporter as well, and has supported me supporting the community. And it's just,
you shut your lying lips up.
She need to stop. I would say the white guys give the most pushback. Did she not hear about Trump and all? They give the most pushback. She was every white guy I know, they love the alphabets. Here we go. She just capping.
Did she say that she went to a bar or something and there was a bunch of Brads and Chads singing karaoke and stuff? Is that what she said?
They were just dancing and having a good time, and black guys don't know how to let loose.
Okay. I'm so freaking happy she said that. Shout out to the angry man. He be touching on these topics. Y'all sisters going to a bar or club, wherever, and y'all see a bunch of brothers singing and dancing together. The first thing y'all gonna call them is zesty. But this sister gonna sit up and say, oh, y'all don't know how to act, y'all don't know how to be. And I'm not saying that brothers singing, doing karaoke, and enjoying fellowship is a bad thing. How the freak ever. Y'all deem it as being zesty. Any guys that crack a smile too much, y'all deem zesty. See what I'm saying? The hypocrisy is sick. Y'all say, oh, Brad and Chad act this way. But if we act that way, y'all definitely gonna call us zesty. Know that for sure.
The captivity is strong in here, folks. This woman, I'm trying to let her finish. They got a little bit more to go.
There's so many ways in which I have just seen these white men interact in just like a loose, fun, like free way, and to just show up freely in the world. And I do want, because again, I still want to be transparent, and I want to be grounded. I recognize a few things here. I recognize that a lot of Black men are hard because they have become hardened by the world. And at least I'll speak to the country that I live in, the United States. it's a hard place to be in for Black people and Black men. It's a hard place. And so I recognize that like restrictiveness comes from restrictions that you have experienced in your lifetime. And I also recognize that there are a lot of Black men who feel like, to be hard is the only way to garner the attention from women. And like the softer, quieter, more reserved Black guys don't get that same kind of attention. And I'm going to be honest, I think that there's truth in that. I genuinely believe that there is truth in that. And so I empathize, or maybe sympathize is the right word, but I get it. I do truly get it. And one last thing that I also get is that to show up openly and freely in the world and to feel that you can do that, that's a privilege. It is a privilege to walk into a room and feel like you can take up space. That is a privilege, because that means that throughout your life, you have likely never been punished for taking up space, for showing up authentically. The type of person that you are has probably always been celebrated and has probably always been given accessibility and inclusivity. You know what
Fuck is you talking about?
Fuck is you talking about?
At this point, I'm lost. All right, y'all. We gave her enough rope, but
She won't stop. She really won't stop. Now she's saying that, the melanated brother think he just got to be hard all the time and can't soften up. My goodness. Choose a struggle. Choose a battle. Please. Which one do you want? They don't know. Here we go. I don't even know why we up here acting like this ain't what it is. She up here talking out both sides of her neck and both sides of her forehead. Talking about y'all act too hard. Y'all not sing and dance together. Dance and do karaoke. Dancing in a circle. Y'all don't know what y'all want. And y'all say that week after week. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all just be making stuff up. Whatever feels good at the moment. I want you to be soft now. Now I want you to be hard. Oh, I want you to bring me flowers.
yeah, this woman here, EJ, to the bioluminescence. We over it, man.
Please and thank you.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, wade in the water, diamond wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water. Yeah, man.
Here's the thing. Time will be all of our judges. We're going to see. Let's see how she ends this thing out. Will she end this thing out in a fulfilling manner with a ring on her finger by her desired Chad? We shall see on the next
Like
episode.
I said, fair use. Shout out to this sister Amanda Awakens. All right, fair use. Godspeed on your YouTube journey, sister. I'm sure we'll probably be seeing you again up here.